Hello and welcome to Go-To Tech Reviews. Today we are looking at a popular small form factor case I have wanted to build in for a while now, the Fractal Design Node 202. The Node 202 is a mini ITX case that is able to fit powerful components in a compact space with dimensions of 377 by 82 by 330 millimeters and a volume of only 10.2 liters. If you're trying to save space, this will definitely do the trick. The case comes with a vertical stand to give it more of a console look while giving the best possible airflow by leaving the vents unobstructed. This is my personal favorite way to orient the case. The case can also be laid flat to fit in a media center with other AV equipment. It also comes with 4 rubber feet to elevate it just enough to breathe while flat. You will also notice that there are vents for the CPU, GPU, power supply, and some placed around the perimeter for much better ventilation than I was expecting. Along the back you will see the I/O cutout as well as 2 PCIe expansion slots for GPUs up to 2 slots wide. The I/O up front is rather simple with a pair of headphone and microphone jacks, 2 USB 3.0 ports, and an illuminated power button. If they ever do an update or refresh this case, I would hope to see an HDMI port up front for VR. The inside of the case can be easily accessed by removing 4 Phillips screws on the bottom, then flipping it over and removing the top cover. This will expose the dual chamber design that allows the thin design where the GPU is housed separately through an included angled PCIe riser, which I will show later. On the top cover there is a removable dust filter for the CPU intake. However, my only gripe is that it can only be accessed when the top cover is removed, so it is not readily accessible, but given the space constraints I can live with this. Do also note that you will need a low profile CPU cooler which is less than 59mm tall, and for reference the Intel stock coolers will easily fit. The version of the case I got included the 450 watt Integra SFX power supply which comes pre-installed. It would have been nice if it were modular, but that is a minor complaint as there's enough room for all the cabling. As for the available cables, there's a 24-pin ATX connector, an 8-pin APS connector, 2 SATA connectors, and 2 PCIe 8-pin connectors. Note that they are the ketchup and mustard variety, however this is a non-issue since there is no clear side panel to view them. The power connector is cleverly routed to the other side of the case instead of coming straight out the top where the PSU is mounted. The Node 202 supports up to 2 2.5-inch SATA drives that can be attached to the inner part of the bracket shown here, which is removed with 1 Phillips screw. It's also pretty clever and works well. The top chamber is separated from the main chamber where the CPU and motherboard are housed to isolate thermals and can house GPUs up to 2 slots wide and lengths up to 310mm long and 145mm tall. For reference, the GTX 1080 Ti Founders Edition card is 269.2mm long by 111.15mm tall. Since the GPU plugs in through a riser card, you need to remove the GPU bracket with the 4 screws holding it in place first. From here, you will install the angled riser card and then mount the GPU. Once complete, you will attach this back into the case and the riser card will plug into the motherboard. It's a pretty simple process and yet another clever implementation for the form factor. Inside of the included accessories box you will find screws, tie downs, and those rubber feet I was mentioning earlier. Then you will find the angled PCIe riser card and extension. You can see how this would go together if you are going to install the GPU inside this case. Now let's get on to a customer build inside the Node 202 and see how it does. This case is popular for a reason. It's small, functional, beautiful, and easy to work in. I have been looking for an excuse to build in the Node 202, and it certainly did not disappoint. If you want to build a powerful miniature gaming PC, then this is the case to get. It's especially good for those console killer type builds, if that's what you're looking for. If you like this video, then please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You can also get up-to-date statuses if you follow me on Twitter at GoToTechReviews. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next video.